My name's Suk Sinclair. I spent 16 years in prison. I ain't proud of it, but it is what it is.
Yoga, fire!
Now that I'm free, I thought it'd be cool if I brought some of my friends and associates, people I met along the way, to come and tell you their story. Let you hear what they went through, what they saw, the good, the bad, the ugly. Just so you understand what happens on our show, we do film in front of a live audience. If you hear someone talking, don't be scared of it. It's supposed to happen. We're just gonna have a casual conversation on camera. We're not here to tell anybody who they should and shouldn't be. We just want to give you the truth behind the bars. We just came here to have some fun, talk to people, hear what they got to say. This is the prisoner's opinion. Hit us in the comments, tell us what you think. Blessings. Today, our guest, what's your name, my brother?
Antonio Paolo Carlito.
Okay, how old are you, my bro?
I'm 38 years old. I've been in jail 4 times.
Been to jail 4 times?
4 times, or 4, maybe 5, 4 times, I don't remember. The first time I went to jail, it was for assault. I pushed a shopkeeper. I was trying to take something from a shop, and on my way out, they shot me, and I now pushing him. So when I got stopped, and I went to court, and they sent me down for 8 months. I did 4 months. Yeah.
So you went to commit a theft in the shop. What type of shop was it?
It was like Tesco.
A Tesco? Did you go to Tesco?
I was getting beers from them. They followed me out, and I said,
tried to grab you?
he told me give her back. I said no, you're not having her back. I pushed him, and I walked away.
And then what, you went down the road?
I went down the road. A couple hours later, when I came back, I get stopped on that. Yeah, they see my description, and they told me you did something in the shop, and they nipped me. I just pushed him. I pushed him because if you push someone,
that's assault.
it's assault.
Yeah.
You can't touch him. I've been arrested many times, but I've never actually been to prison for it. Just end up in court getting a fine, or get community service, and that's it. I was getting arrested for mostly is assaulting, fighting. Get drunk, mate, end up in the fight. I got a lot of ABH, CBH, or assault and that. But no, actually, robbery, I don't do things like that. Even burglary, I don't do things like that. But it's always like ABH or assault or theft.
So you're an angry drunk, basically?
Yeah.
When you drink, you get mad and then anybody can get. Yeah, I hear you. You got nicked, you got 8 months.
Yeah.
That was your first level. Where did they send you to?
They sent me to squad. I went to Wandsworth first. And I went back to court because I was getting done for criminal damage. I went to a shop and they tried to stop me again. I pushed the shopkeeper.
You just be pushing him.
And he fell on the drinks and that, and the police came, they took me home, and they said we'll contact you later. But then I was getting done for that while I was in prison. While I was in prison, I ended up going to hospital, mental hospital. I ended up chatting to a nurse in there. He introduced me to a psychiatrist or a doctor, and they put me from prison to hospital. They wrote to the home office, and they put me to the hospital. So when I went to court, and they judge heard that I'm not well enough to, and they just dropped the case.
Okay, so you kept your 8 months, but they dropped the second in the first case before you arrested because they felt like you weren't mentally fair enough. You
Yeah,
stand trial.
I smashed a lot of bottles. They could have come up to at least £500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we just kind of trashed the shop when it was like kicking.
Yeah, the guy that fell over, all the bottles, wine bottle, whiskey bottles,
Yeah,
all of
dominoes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take it back a little bit. How did you end up going to hospital? Like, you said that you were a psychiatrist.
Well, I was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I now trying to inmate, one of the inmates, because I was hearing voices, and the TV was talking about me, the radio, and all that. And they didn't put me in a normal wing, they put me in a hospital wing.
Yeah.
So that was better off for me, and I ended up, the guy told me what to say, how to speak to them, and I was speaking to a black nurse, and he told the white doctor and that, so they interviewed me. They said, all right, you are ill. I told them, listen, the TV's talking about me, everything's about me.
Yeah.
Like,
did you really feel like the TV was talking about you?
Yeah, everyone, I thought they were talking about me. Everything they're talking about, it was about me.
Like, give me an example, like what kind of things were the TV saying?
Because I was going out with this girl, innit, with this white girl.
Yeah.
Like, certain people didn't like it. You get me? Certain people tell me stay away, she's white, you're black.
Okay,
all of that.
so the racial thing,
The racial thing.
Yeah.
But as I got in there, they were talking about me, they were saying, they were telling you, why has he got to give you? He's got no money, no job, no housing, you're a white girl. We do something better, you get someone better.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's black, he's got nothing to give you, all of that.
So the TV was just kind of like proper digging into your
Yeah,
insecurities. They were like, they kind of knew what was going on in your head, kind of telling you
everything I thought, everything I thought.
already.
Yeah, they were saying that, they were saying about me. I don't know because I was ill, or I don't know, but everything seems about me.
So do you still feel like the TV was talking about you?
No, now I take my medication.
Yeah.
So I'm calm on that. I don't feel like, I do get angry sometimes. I say in the bus and that. Because I know people follow me. They actually deliberately follow me.
Yeah.
On a bus and I see where I'm going. I don't know what they're doing. It's mostly Asian guys. Mostly Asian guys.
Why do you think the Asian guys do it?
Because I know they follow me, man.
But no, I'm saying, why do you think the Asian guys do it more than anybody?
Because it's always them.
Yeah, it's just a theme you see.
Yeah, a white guy wouldn't say nothing to me, or a black guy, they wouldn't say nothing to me, but it's always them.
Yeah.
They get in a bus, they're saying that he's on the back, he's sitting there, he's getting off here, he gets off here, they know where I'm gonna get off. If I don't get off there, they'll say, oh, he didn't get off here today.
So do you think they're like trying to follow you to attack you or trying to get at you?
No, they just follow me so they get me pissed off and that.
There's one upset you.
Yeah, but, upsets me a lot, but I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm not that stupid, so I can get nicked again and I'm in prison.
Yeah, you don't want to.
But I'll keep down on that.
Yeah.
So,
and then like, when do they kind of stop following you? So like, what do they do? How does it all end?
like a group of them will get on and they'll sit at the front of the back and you can hear it, or you clearly hear them talking in their language about you.
Yeah.
Because a man that don't fake, you get me?
Do you understand their language?
I understand what they say, some words I understand and that.
Yeah.
You get me? Oh, he's saying that, oh, he's gonna get off it. But I don't get off there. Sometimes I have to get off the bus and that, you know Heathrow.
Yeah.
Huntington Corner. Airport Boat.
Yeah.
I have to get off there.
So you'll deliberately go much further than you need to be, just so nobody can't follow you or predict your movement.
I get off there, I go and get the bus and that towards Hatton Cross. So I just stop there because I get really wound up.
Yeah.
I really want to hurt them physically.
Yeah. But if you hurt them, you know you're going to go back to jail, right?
Yeah.
So you just hold it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if there's a black guy there in a bus. And they were trying to get a black guy to stick up for them.
Yeah.
Because they think, because I'm black, they're black, so that thing.
They think they can use him.
Yeah, they use him and they're the one in the wrong.
Yeah.
People don't get killed for no reason because they're doing something wrong, they ended up with a wrong crowd or drugs or all of that, innit? Come on, man. I heard voices when I was like 14. I told my dad that I hear voices, and he told me to go to my GP.
Yeah.
And the GP they didn't know what to do with me. Mental health wasn't on the list. They didn't even know where to send me. So the only help when I got on that is when I went to prison. I did my time on that. They came to get me. They said, your time is over. You want to go out? And I said, no, I'm getting help and that. So I stayed there. They ended up sending me to Ealing Hospital, Harrow, and another private hospital. I spent 2 years, 8 months in the hospital after my sentence and that.
Oh wow.
And when I went to court, and the court actually apologized to me and said, sorry, for you staying that long in prison, you're not meant to stay that long. So yeah.
So you went in for 8 months and ended up doing an extra 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So you did over 3 years.
I got section in it. I got section in that. Yeah.
But you felt like you were genuinely ill and needed that help.
Yeah. And when I did get that help, I put on weight. I was looking good. I had money. They saw my place. They even when they sent me to a private school and that. Schooling for you sleep, you stay out of school and that. When they come home at the weekend.
So they educate you.
Yeah, they was gonna do that.
Boarding school.
All I needed to do, all I need to do is do English, just to refresh my memory about English. And when I was going there, the white lady, she smelled a drink on me. She said, oh, you be drinking in it. I said, no, that's from last night. I'm just wearing the same clothes. I'm too got no clothes. I said, no, I'm poor. I live by myself. I build everything. And she kicked me clearly off the course. She said, don't come back. So I couldn't do that course on that.
Oh, wow.
The Dobson already paid for it, everything and that. And all I need is to do is got to do that English bit, just refresh my memory and end up going to do my course in Kingston Upper Term.
Kingston Upper Term,
Yeah. For mentally ill people, men and women and that big place and you stay there. The weekend you get to go home for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back and do their course. Their courses like bricklaying, tiling, woodwork, metalwork,
so
all of that.
You want some good things to help you improve your life, basically.
Yeah, I told you what, man. Listen, I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. With the wrong people.
Do you feel like you needed that whole 2.5 years that you had on top? You feel like it was good for you, negative for you? Like, how did you feel when you came
First,
out?
I was gutted because I only had 8 months to do. And when I come out, I ended up splitting up with my white girlfriend that I was going because she said we took too long. Then, but when they told me I could do that course, that boosted my energy up. I thought, all right, I know I could do that, get a job, get back with my girl, treat her like, and do something in my life. But when I got kicked out and that actually broke my heart.
No, I can
I
imagine.
thought people want to fuck me up again.
Because you had good things going on, right? Yeah. So, see when you brought up mental health, I don't really understand mental health and what you do. I never will because I haven't been through it to that depth. Like everybody suffers, everybody feels a way about stuff and goes into their own internal thoughts, feelings and depressions, etc. But you actually have been through really severe mental health, sounds like. So I want to understand that. Like, what is it like for you dealing with aggressive mental health issues on a daily basis? It makes you want to have fights and feel like people are following you.
Well, I hear voices and I see things. I see things that no more human beings see.
Yeah.
And everything, you know those people that think everything's about them.
Yeah.
You know something is wrong, you know about them.
You think that's you?
But at that time you think that's you actually. I thought people wanted to hurt me, they wanted to kill me, or they wanted to kill my family or my girlfriend, so I was thinking, I actually had weapons in my house. I had knives, baseball, I was keeping in my room. I was ready for them to go to prison for life and that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But after I talked to my girlfriend, I said, will you come to prison to see me if I went in for life? She said, no, I don't like places like that. And I knew you get me, I can't be doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I saw just leave me, you get me, and not come sit. I'll be stuck there all by myself.
Right. That's very true.
I was schizophrenia, illusional.
Yeah.
I take Depo once a month and that.
What's that called?
Depot. Injection.
It's an injection.
Injection, yeah.
Yeah.
14 milligram, 400 milligram, once a month.
Yeah. That the only injection you take, that the only medication you take?
I take one medication in the morning to stop me dribbling or shaking. And that's bad for your heart in the long term. Your heart will get weaker.
But why would you dribble or shake? Like that is a side effect of the medication, the injection?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So it's like a counterbalance medication.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to experience that, the dribbling and shaking?
Yeah, I experienced it. That's why I take the morning, but I told you I'm not taking it no more. Because the morning pill, it makes me feel like shit.
What do you mean?
I'm tired. I'm tired, I want to sleep all day. I don't want to go out. I've been taking it for the last 5 years now.
Wow.
So now I told him to speak to the doctor, can you change my medication? You can't just speak to them by yourself. You need to have your dad or your mum or someone in your family for support on that so they can listen to you. They don't listen to you.
So you're saying that because they think you're mentally ill, they won't listen to your concerns about it?
Yeah. They just do what they want in that.
What do you mean?
They do what they want. It's like they don't listen. You say, listen, I don't want to go to this place and that. They'll still put you there.
So that's kind of like, that's part of what I was going to ask you about. So, like, how did you get to stage of first taking medication and injections? Like, I know you said you went to jail, you was feeling the way.
Yeah.
You spoke to someone, they kind of helped you and told you what things to say to kind of get through the door to go to hospital.
Yeah.
So, when you got to hospital, what happened? Like, what happened when you walked through the door? Was it very similar to the circumstance in prison? Did you go through reception, they search you, they strip search you? Like, how did you go to hospital? I've never been there.
Well, they came to prison in a cab. They handcuffed me. We had two screws. We went in a cab and that. They were saying opposite me. They took me to hospital. Yeah. When I got there, the only thing that they took off me is my lighter. You know, a lot of lighter in the hospital.
You burn stuff down.
And even before that, they did a test on me. You know those tests and that. They show you shapes and that. Shapes and they tell you what do you see. Like they had a nurse that came see me in a daily basically. They told me to do maths. They give you maths to do, English, and they give you that test to do, telling you what do you see. I'm like, I can't see that, but you get me. It's like you have to. So I see like a dog and that. It's like and.
So they're showing you a shape and you're seeing an animal.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Like I see a butterfly or something like that, and they keep writing it down. At the end they say, yeah, you got schizophrenia, delusional. Even before that, I told my dad, listen, that I'm hearing voices. He said, go to your GP, and GP. Even my other brother Pedro, he's got bipolar, but he never got help. He's always, that's why he's always in jail, in and out in jail.
So when you told your dad you had bipolar, you just said go to your GP, did anyone go with you or help you or follow up with you after and ask you what happened?
No. I came back home, I told him they can't help me. And he said, just leave it, you'll be alright. I was alright for a couple of years, till I started taking ecstasy. Ecstasy and smoking weed and drinking every weekend. So all that shit, like, it got to my head and that.
Yeah.
And plus,
it's mad that you can see that made you much worse. I find a lot of people don't really realise how much the weed and the drugs affect their mental health.
And plus the girl that I was going out with, she was pregnant, she had an abortion. She was pregnant, abortion again. Abortion, and that just stopped getting to my head. And everything just went down. I just gave up. Didn't want to do nothing. I just let go. I jumped in front of this truck. I done one night, I was with my mate, Mark and that. Crazy Mark, we call him Crazy Mark. When the guy is like, I think
you're with your friend.
Yeah.
Were you upset about something? Were you upset? You feeling quite down that day?
No, we were drinking, smoking. Then after that, about 1 o'clock, we started walking home. I told him, listen, Mark, I want to go by myself. You got it. He said, no, in case something happened. I said, no, I'll be alright now. So I was walking. I just started crying, mate. I thought about everything. I thought, this girl, she keep having an abortion. And I don't leave at home no more. I got no one there for me. And he's telling me now, you got me. You get me? You got me. Don't cry. Helen loves you and that. She stick by you. and the truck was coming. I just jumped in front, and the truck swerved off, and it beeped and that. It just went and that. You know those big lorry trucks? Yeah, those ones, and I felt stupid. I felt broke. You could have got injured. You could have fucking
But in that moment, were you actually trying to die? Is that what you wanted, or what were you thinking?
That moment, I thought, you know what? That moment, I just jumped. I didn't even think, man. Everything just went. I just jumped in front of the truck.
Yeah. So the consequences when you just wanted. You just wanted something to happen.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, lucky the truck swerving that. The guy go, you mad man, bro, and he drove off on that. That's all like, you get me. So like, and after that, I felt guilty. I felt ashamed.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna take my own life. I said never. I told myself never do that again. Never do that, because I could have lost both my legs, or I could have broke my back. I could have been in a wheelchair, and what would my girl would have thought then?
Yeah.
Should have left me blatantly straight away, innit? You get me? Me being a cripple and that shit, like, get me shit. She'll ask me, what would you do? Why would you do that? And if I told her the reason, she'll think I'm mad, innit?
Well, you know, there's a lot going in your head, and I think a lot of thought and understanding has to be given to. Sometimes people get to a stage where they just want to give up. I'm not saying it's the way they should go.
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, my mom told me at a very, very young age, she said to me that killing yourself or attempting suicide, we had a family member that tried it, and she said to me, killing yourself, suicide is like one of the most selfish things that you can do in this earth, because what you leave behind.
I thought being selfish.
Yeah, but at the same time, I take on board that you were dealing with a lot, man. Pressure was immense, and you just didn't want the pressure no more for that moment. But you kind of come out the other side of that, you understand that it wasn't.
And that's why when I went to prison, I got that help.
So, you were telling me about when you first went to hospital.
Yeah.
So you got out of the cab.
Yeah.
What's the building like that they walk you into?
The building is like 2 floors.
How many people do you reckon were there?
There's at least about what, 15? 15 man's boys and over 18.
Yeah.
18 to over, innit? So like there's like 15 guys in there. They cook for you. You got a washing machine there. You got your own shower in your room. You got a TV there. They give you money. You buy it. So you're gonna take you out every day for half an hour for a walk. And if you're good enough on that, they give you 2 hours leave. You go outside by yourself rather being in prison.
Okay. Go out where? Out of the jail?
Out there in the hospital and go shop and walk around anywhere, come back in 2 hours. The more you resist them, the longer you stay there. The more trouble you cause, the longer they keep you there.
That's another thing I was gonna say. So in prison, you get in trouble, they're gonna like take your TV, stop your association, not allow you to buy any food for yourself. What do they do in hospital when you get in trouble?
Hospital, when they stop and leave and that.
They stop you leaving?
Because firstly, when you get there, you have to go out with the staff and half an hour every day. You go to the shop with the staff, buy whatever you want. I used to sneak in beers and that. Buy a beer and put it on my try to sneak it and drink it and just chuck it outside the window and that. And then after that, they'll give you a leave by yourself. You go out by yourself. So if you cause trouble, they stop your leave. But they don't stop your money because your money comes from job center. Or
job center pay directly to the prison.
Yeah.
Because you're not really in prison. It's not. They don't really class it as being in prison, is
it's
it?
not prison, no.
Yeah. So even though you can't leave, they're not really technically classing it as prison.
They got like 3 doors you have to go through.
Well, the gates are doors.
Doors, man. You know, like in prison doors.
Okay, so the big metal doors, 3-4 inches thick.
They got the cards and that. They come to let you out one door, then they shut that door and let you another door, shut that door and let you. Yeah, so you can't just get out like that. People run away. That's when they're outside and that. And they just start running and they can't be bothered to chase them.
What are the guys like in hospital? What are they like?
Bro, there's all type of guys. There's lawyers, there's solicitors, there's all type of people. It's just like they're just mentally ill. But when you sit down and talk to them, you find out they got a degree, some of them they work for their life, they work, the job is just too much, now they end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Some of them got kids, a family,
Yeah.
and some of them are rich, some of them are poor, all type of people you get there.
Just a whole mixture.
Yeah.
Seen any kind of patterns as to what really makes people kind of develop a lot of mental health quite quickly?
Well, they start talking to themselves.
But what do you think that there's like particular circumstances, for example, a lot of work a lot of pressure at work or a lot of stress with the family, like is there anything that you've seen that's like a pattern, like
I used to work before I went to prison and I was working, I was doing a day shift in a warehouse, then I do a night shift, sometimes 24 hour. So that counts in that. A lot of pressure at work, a lot of pressure at family, or someone's threatening you, all of that. Yeah, it gets you, then you lose it. You don't wanna like give it. Some people are running away from what's happening in their life and that. They don't wanna face it. So they end up there just hiding. Yeah.
So you said you went to prison 4 times?
4 times. 3 times I did I go for assault. This time it was for GBH, burglary, assault and theft. So they put all that together. They gave me 4 years, 8 months.
4 years, 8 months.
Yeah, so I did.
So you did 2-4.
Yeah, 2-4, and after that, the immigration, they got to me. They kept me there for another 9 months on that.
On your last sentence.
Yeah, so I'm going to court and that. So if I win that court, they'll give me a compensation of money because they keep a day you get £120 a day.
So how old do you say you are?
I'm 38.
38.
Yeah.
So when were you when you came? Sorry, what nationality? What's your heritage like?
I'm African, Angola.
Angolan.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you came here?
I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
I went junior school here, secondary and thinking colleges and that. I worked, all of that.
So you've been here since you were 8 years old.
Yeah.
And then you got to 33. When did the last time you was in jail?
I just came on last year on summer.
So you got to 37 and they turned around and said, hey, you know what, you're causing too much trouble here, you gotta go back to Angola now.
Yeah.
Even though you've been here since you were 8.
Yeah.
It's 30 years.
Yeah.
Have you been to Angola recently?
No, never been there since I got it.
So you haven't been to Angola in 30 years?
No.
And they were about to put you on a plane to Angola?
Yeah. If I didn't fill in the form on that,
Yeah.
just 2 days after I went to court, I would have been back there right now.
What would that have been like? What would they expect you to do? How would you survive?
They said that's your own problem, man. Because they give you a form to fill in, yeah? If you don't fill it in time, you go to court, they'll deport you straight away. Doesn't matter if you're ill or you're incapable, they'll just deport you straight away.
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared because
I'd be scared. I'd be scared to fuck. We're not scared like say I'm gonna get harmed, but I'm scared like that's something completely unknown. Like you don't wake up in the morning thinking you're gonna wake up in Congo or Angola or Taiwan or.
I was a little bit scared
France,
because I know here as my home and since I've been here, I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But if I end up there, I'm gonna have big trouble. I'm gonna be in big trouble there because it's not like here.
And they haven't even got like the mental health kind of facility they got.
Yeah, they haven't got it.
Here over there, you wouldn't be able to get the kind of help that you're getting.
Yeah.
Here over there.
No, you can't.
So they would have really just been throwing you out the kitchen window and saying just like God knows where your life could have ended up.
Yeah.
But you say you're going through that process now?
Yeah, I'm fighting them and that now. I got doctors, I got psychiatrists that are writing a letter to the Home Office saying that I need my medication, all this drug, I can't get it there, I can't afford it, all of that, I need to stay here so I keep taking my medication. I really got that and I'm just waiting to go to court and that. The second time I went to jail and that, and I ended up attacking one of the screws. So I was in a normal wing and they took me to a hospital wing. After that, every time I went to prison, they was not allowing me to take me to Brixton. Every time I went to a prison, I ended up going to a hospital after that. get out from the hospital.
Oh, so you go to prison, then into the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
And how long are you usually in prison before you go to the hospital?
I do my time, like if I get like 8 months, I'll do like 2 months in prison and the rest of it in hospital.
But when we were talking before of camera, you said that you thought prison was horrible.
Yeah.
Was it because of the fights?
Because they're fighting the same routine and 1 hour a day. Sometimes we don't even get an hour, we get half an hour, all of that. And people screaming at night time, banging the doors. Yeah, it's just like, I like my freedom. I like, just don't want to be there. It's like, it's horrible, man. It's horrible for anyone, man.
Did you ever feel that people on the wing were talking about you in the same way you said people?
Yeah, they do
TV
talk about it, but I didn't pay no attention. I just walk past them. Like, in prison, I don't talk to everyone. I keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
I speak to the people that I need to get stuff off them. Then I speak to them, like cigarettes or weed or vape or like, you know, I end up talking to them. I just don't talk to anyone.
So you spend most of your time alone, really?
Yeah.
Is it lonely?
I spend my time reading books on myself or watching TV.
Was it lonely?
Yeah, it's a lonely place in there. Lonely, like, so I made a friend with this English guy. He was like 6 foot and that. But he was just a skinny and tall and that. And some other black boy beat him up. So I'm like to him, do you want me to beat him up for you? He's like, nah, fair enough. He came to my cell. I thought I was big, I'd throw the punch and he knocked me out. So we would just leave it like that. I thought, all right, you're good man, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's really nasty people in there, man. There's murderers and rapists. They're all like, they should be in their own wing, but they put him with other people. And so like, it was a frightening thing for me. Like, it's like a new thing for me, you get me? Like, they did ask me, do you want to go to prison or hospital? I said, no, I just want to go to prison because I wanted to do my time and get out and no more time in that.
So what goes through your head if like, you come into the jail, you start, I know you didn't talk to a lot of people, you would have spoken to some people, you start talking to somebody, you think they're a nice guy and then you find out that, hey, he's in jail for murder or for shooting or something. Like, what kind of goes through your head at that point?
I just want to fuck him up.
Why?
Because it could be a rapist or like, I didn't know that, so.
Yeah, the rapists, they should be fucked up. Or
pedophile or shit like that.
They should be fucked up,
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what about if he was like a murderer? You said like you found the murder was quite frightening and stuff. Like.
I'll ask him why he's in there for, what's he done, how did he do it, all of that. That's his business. But I think after that I won't talk to him again and I'll stay away from him.
Stay away from him?
Yeah. Because the more you socialize with guys like that, the prisoner thingy, guards and that, they watch everyone, you get me?
They do watch.
So I'm thinking, you're in that system, I do. I was taking heroin in it. So they were giving me a morphine in it. You know that shit they give me in prison. So that helped me to come off it.
Yeah.
So I'm not on that no more. That was like 4 years ago. So I'm clean now.
So you taking heroin?
I was taking heroin, I was doing the speed, I was doing Charlie, I was doing cocaine.
Not crack?
No crack. I was doing ecstasy, smoking weed, and plus I was taking my mates psychotic pills.
So you were taking the psychotic medication just to get high?
Yeah, just to get high.
Did it get you high?
Yeah, I go high, my jaw used to go like that. Yeah.
So, what made you, so a lot of people that take hard drugs more time than they'll take crack over heroin.
Yeah.
What made you take heroin over crack?
Because me and crack, I just thought, me and my mates used to talk about, listen, if you ever take crack and that, I'm not gonna speak to you, don't ever take crack. So I thought, rather taking crack and that, because one day I was smoking weed and weed wasn't doing anything for me. So I just moved to take heroin.
What, and kind of you just made that decision one day, no one didn't introduce you to it?
No one used to, obviously I had a friend that used to take it, he used to give me a couple of lines. Just 1, 2 line and that, or once every 2, 3 months and that. But when I had the money, I thought, I went to Southall, bought heroin. I started doing it myself and that.
Pipe or inject?
I just chasing drugging or smoking a cigarette and I roll up.
What do you think is the most powerful drug you've ever taken?
I think it's ecstasy, man.
Ecstasy?
Yeah, or cocaine. Ecstasy or cocaine.
Why?
Because ecstasy, it gets you really buzzy, man.
Yeah.
You're in a different world, man. Your eyes are flicking back. And you're all lovely, dovely, you're talking about loving people, all of that. That's nice stuff. And if you add it up with alcohol or weed, it gets you extra high. And the next day you can't even eat because your jaw is so sore and that, and you can't eat nothing and that. Yeah. So you get me.
So what's the worst drug then? If you're gonna tell someone don't touch this particular drug, crack.
Yeah.
But you didn't take crack. I'm saying out the ones you took.
My brother took it. Pedro take. But Pedro used to inject heroin.
Yeah.
He used to inject heroin and to this day he smokes crack. And I know how it is and that's why he's always in prison, so that's a bad drug.
Out of the drugs that you taken, is there any that you say are really bad?
Heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Why do you think that one's really bad?
Because you end up waking up like feeling like shit.
Yeah.
You'll do anything for it. You see that with a lot of Asian guys. They even steal from their own family and that, just to get heroin.
What's the maddest thing you've ever done to get a fix?
Maddest thing is like rob someone.
Yeah.
Go out there, rob someone and get the money and go and get it.
That was all you were thinking, I'm just gonna get this money.
Yeah,
like, any
yeah.
means
What did you
possible.
rob them for?
I robbed him for like 40 quid, 40, 50 quid. But he had more than that. I just didn't want to tell. He's telling me, listen, he's Eid, man. I said, give me your, don't fuck about anything, man. I said, don't fuck about who you think I am. Give me the money, man. So I'll give you, I said, 20 more pounds. So I left him the rest of his money. Yeah. He had at least about 200 pounds. I sold 40 quid off him. He didn't even call the police, so I just went. If I took all of it, I would have called the police, then I would have been wanted, you get me?
So you literally just wanted that rap by any means possible.
Yeah.
You still take heroin?
No.
How did you get off that in jail again?
I got off in jail and that, morphine and that.
And when you came out, you didn't think about it?
No, I don't think it'd be called that. They give me psychotic medication in it. So that stops the heroin kicking in and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never injected?
No, never injected. Never. I don't try shit like that. I'd rather smoke in a cigarette or I don't inject it. I wouldn't know how to start doing that.
What about your family though? Because I know your brothers. Like, what do they think of your addictions and habits?
They don't know. My dad knows so I smoke weed and I drink, but they don't know I smoke heroin. I used to smoke heroin or do all that shit. But my brother knows, Pedro.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Because he's the one who also smokes drugs, and so
Yeah.
you say something do together.
Yeah.
What do you think that if your brothers were sitting here today, the two that don't take drugs,
Yeah.
and they were going to ask you a question,
Yeah.
what do you think they would ask you in reference to your drugs?
You still do drugs? You still do class A? They're gonna ask.
And what would you say?
I said no.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Do you think it will hurt them to know that you're taking drugs? Seeing that big bro?
Yeah, I think it would hurt them because that's my little brothers, innit? They look up to me, so if I want to do drugs, like, I'm gonna smoke weed or like, get me, why that? A lot of people, you see that guy when we were just going past the car, was begging.
Yeah.
He probably smoke crack or heroin, that's what I'm begging for, you get me? So it will hurt them, obviously it will hurt them, man, you get me? I'm gonna open a food shop. Chicken and
Because your brother used to have it. Your brother used to have a food shop.
Yeah, he used to have that, so I wanna like open the same thing here. Yeah.
So he's a bit of a role model to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good people, man. He's definitely good people. So, if you open the food shop,
Yeah.
which I hope you do one day, it sounds like mental health has kind of held you back in a lot of situations in life. How would you make sure that didn't set you back in that kind of
Because
being management, where you're kind of in charge of people and in charge of have so
Mental-
much responsibility?
mental health kicks in, yeah, when you're lazy. You sleep a lot, you watch a lot of TV, you don't go out a lot, you don't interrupt a lot of people. That's when it kicks in, that's when it holds you down. But if I wake up in the morning, have a shower, brush my teeth on my bed first, and go to work, and come back late, go to sleep and that. Remember,
because like now, you're interacting with me, you're having a full-blown conversation, you're very articulate, you clearly know how to say what you want and you can facilitate a plan. But you're saying if you were just at home, maybe just laying there on your bed,
I won't be able to do that.
Your brain will start kicking in.
Mental health kick in. That's how people get ill. Not interrupting, not going out watching too much TV, and no one coming to see them, not having a girlfriend, not going on holiday. They're always indoors. You get me?
Do you know what I always think? Yeah, I might be wrong. I always think that people who like to take drugs and drink and stuff. I think they're people who just like to party all the time. Like they're just obsessed with life being one big party.
I've been in a party for a long time, for the last 5 years or something like that. The only party I go to is carnival, bro. You get me?
But what about like when you're with your friends and you're smoking, you're chilling? Isn't that some form of party?
Yeah, we have drinks and you can't say that's a party. That's like chilling in a park and that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't want any responsibility.
But you can't really let go on that. There, you can't even go in a park, innit? Like, it's not like when you're in your own house having a party. Like, you can let go, you even fall asleep in the toilet and you're too drunk or something. You get me? But you can't do that in a party. You get me? You need to get home, innit?
Very true.
And if the police see you, you get nicked out. Or a certain place you can't even drink. How long ago is not drinking now?
Not allowed to drink in the area?
Yeah, you can't do in the high street, even in the parks, innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
That because there's a lot of people over there doing it, causing a nuisance or what they call a nuisance.
You got a lot of Muslim people there, innit? So they don't want to see that where they are.
I've got another question for you. Are drug addicts civilians or criminals?
Well, you get two types. You get two types of drug addict. You get one type that they don't want to do crime, they'll beg for the money, and the other lot are think criminal. They'll steal, they even steal from their own family, their best friend and that, just get what they want. So two type of two type of people.
But with that in mind, like the ones who are criminals, can a crackhead or someone takes heroin or alcoholic, can they be a snitch?
Yeah, they can. A lot of them snitch thinking because when you're serving them, they might not like it, innit? Because they start realizing this guy's making a lot of money. But I'm coming here, I'm going out there making, stealing, all of that. I'm giving him my money and plus the drug is sharing that. So they'll ring the police, snitch you out and sell him way to me and we a nick. Some of them, they snitch.
You know people that have done that?
A lot of them are. I don't know him, but I know that's how it works.
How it works, yeah. See that for me, I used to sell drugs for a long time and all that kind of stuff. I don't really like, you know, like a lot of drug dealers try to fight people who take drugs and kind of bring them. I don't really do that because I kind of see it like drug addicts are more civilians with they're civilians with addictions. So when they go to the police, I almost see it like, well, what else are they going to do? They're not gangsters, as you put it. They're not mad criminals.
Because the way they treat them as well, the way the drug dealer treat them, the way they treat them, is like shit. If you take heroin, you have sex for longer.
Oh yeah? I never heard that before.
Yeah, because heroin is a morphine, isn't it? It's all like you have sex for longer.
But it's a sleeper. It's a downer, no?
No, it's not a downer. Take heroin, you're trying to go to sleep, you won't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep.
So why do you think that people take heroin and end up sitting on this pavement, drooling and shit?
Now because they're mixing drugs, innit? But if you take heroin in the night time, you won't go to sleep. It's a morphine, innit? It gets you like hyper, it gets your blood pumping and yeah, so you can't go to sleep when you take heroin.
And then they can just fuck on that.
Yeah, you get me. You fuck better, longer than you fuck before that. Some people use ecstasy for the same thing, you know? Take ecstasy, have sex and that.
I've definitely never heard that about heroin.
I know a lot of this shit because I hang with a thing, most of my friends are white cockney, white English, you know, they do drugs, all of that, watching them do it, I was reading about slavery When the white man went to Africa, taking black people to Jamaica, South America, North America.
Transatlantic.
Yeah, all of that. I read about in America histories, 18th century. When you go there, easy to make a living and to become rich. I read poetry books. I've read a lot of stuff, man. Yeah, man.
I believe that reading really opens your mind a lot. Really helps you to get places.
Because you know all these white fellas you see and they take crack, all of that, especially those long hair one day. They look like Ku Klux Klan and that.
Okay.
They're smart, they study a lot.
Yeah.
So when they see a black male, they don't just talk to any black male, but if you read a lot of books now, when they see you have a conference, you know they're right. Even though they're racist, you know they're just trying to put their cross a point. So if you understand that cross on that, and you say, listen, I read this book as well, but my life is not meant to be, I'm meant to be in the street and doing that. My life is meant to be like me becoming someone, making a lot of money, and like if my family get treated nicely, I really get me, man. Yeah, and also, yeah, that's true. That's the way they are, but they won't tell you that.
So you're saying
education is the key.
That's what I was trying to get to. What you're trying to say. So you're saying if you're educated, you can have a conversation with anybody.
Yeah, anyone in relation to anyone, and you can do anything you want. You do anything you want if you're educated. Anything.
Yeah.
It's not about color. It's not about if you're black or white or European. If you're educated, you do anything you want. The important thing right now, what I learned is family, man. Family. You gotta always shit behind. You have a girlfriend, break up with them. Next day change or another girl, but you never change your family. You can never pick your family. Your blood is thicker than water. You get it? Doesn't matter what they do, even if they kill someone or they rape or pedophile, you still love them the same way because that's your family.
I mean, I don't know.
You
My
can't
cousin,
judge
if he's a pedophile.
Only God can judge him. Only God can judge him. You can't.
No. I get the policy of what you're saying, but my personal opinion is that I'm very unjudgmental. Like I think everybody's entitled to whatever the fuck they want to do in life. Like me having done all of the badness and shit I've done in life, who the fuck am I to tell people what they should and shouldn't do and what's wrong and what's right and who they should and shouldn't fuck and all this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna draw the line at you touching a kid or raping a woman. I mean,
yeah, we do tell him off and that, but at the end, will you not love him the same way you used to love him before?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to be ignorant and facetious, but no. So, but yeah, I get exactly what you're saying and why you feel that way.
What about if like you met a white girl, you got a Mexican kid, you got 2, 3 or 4 Mexican kids. So one day some African guy, they come there, he kills one of your kids, what would you do? Would you just stab it and stake him like, or would you leave it like that? You'll tell you, or your kid was shot in the drugs.
If someone come and kill my kid, what would I do?
Yeah. What would you do? Would you take him out of prison, or would you think him, or would you just leave it like that and let the police sort it?
Do you know what? I don't really believe in police solving problems for me.
See what I mean?
I think it's quite an extreme case. It's hard to even imagine somebody killing my kid, but if someone killed my kid, I would happily go to jail for the rest of my life and I'd probably kill his whole lineage and they call me a madman, a psychopath, and I'd probably be content with that, I'll be honest with you. But you said also somebody, what was the second one you said? Somebody raped somebody or something.
Or if someone a pedophile, would you not love him the same way you used to love him before? If you're your brother and that?
I couldn't, how could you?
Yeah, you're telling him that's wrong and that. But you have to understand where he's coming from. You have to understand the reason he did that. What was going through his head.
What reason could you have?
But your love will not change for him. It'll still be the same love because you should, that's your family.
I feel like what I'm hearing you say is that you have unconditional love for people.
Unconditional love for certain people.
Yeah, for your family.
Yeah.
So what I feel like what you're trying to say to me is nothing your family could do whether you're upset with them, like them or don't like them, you're gonna love them. Like you might not be happy with them, you might not like them, but you're gonna love them.
Most people just use me to get to girls or drugs or money or get what they want and that. That's real that now. That's why I hang around by myself now. Like the only friends I've got is people that are older than me, much older than me, when they're 50 or 60. Not people my own. I can't interact with people my own age.
Yeah.
There'll always be an argument, or this shit, or someone who get me with. So you get me.
Oh, so this is the part of the show where we give our audience opportunity to kind of ask any questions that I might have missed, or just something that they're finding intriguing about and want to get your opinion. Yeah, so we're gonna open floor to our audience.
This is to do with your mental health. What do you think triggered you to get psychosis? Was it psychosis or schizophrenia?
Schizophrenia.
Sorry, schizophrenia. What do you think triggered you to get schizophrenia?
Drugs and what happened through my life and that. The thing that I'm going through.
Okay, so was it like the girlfriend and...
What she was doing and you get me?
Because I feel like the girlfriend plays a big part.
Yeah.
In like your situation kind of thing.
Yeah. Drugs and my girlfriend and also the friends that I used to be around and that.
Okay.
Yeah, the way they used to move on is brookie, you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And I told the girl, listen, this guy is not good. It's only here because they want your pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after that and that, if I'm not here, that guy will try it on with you.
Mm-hmm.
Even he'll try it on, or this one will try it on with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I really showed her, you get me? So she knows already. And it did happen at the end as well.
Okay.
Oh, babe, okay. I had a girlfriend that I went to jail, we broke up. And I really felt like for the first time in my life ever, I've never really suffered mental health, but I really felt like my mental health was hurting over I mean, it was over an accumulation of things like yourself, but the trigger was the breakdown of my relationship. I think when you really love somebody, maybe I didn't love her as much as I thought, but when you're really attached to somebody, I should say, and then they're ripped away from you, definitely has
it triggers up.
It can have a big effect.
Yeah, it does, man. Yeah, it does.
So when you look back, do you wish you never met her? Do you wish that you two had stayed together, or do you think everything?
Or was it like a lesson learned?
Yeah.
Well, before you want to start going out, bro, I used to go out a couple of her friends. So I met her through a whole friend.
Oh, you were a player.
And I want myself enslaved.
Yeah, a whole friend and that. So, that played the role and that. You get me? It played,
So you think she never trusted you or never saw you?
No, she didn't trust me because I went through a friend before I got to her. And she was going out with my best mate. That's how we got together. You get me?
Wait, that sounds...
Oh wait, so she was going out with your best friend?
Yeah, so I was going out with her friend. Then me and her got together. And went out there, and she ended up splitting up with her friend, my friend, and I splitting up with her best friend.
Okay.
And then you just couldn't stop yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't think it's right, but I get it. It gets like that at times.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever take a friend's woman. But,
No, but my Kirk was cool about it, man. My brother was cool about it. We had like, we had bad girls we should see.
Yeah.
So like, he wasn't bothered about one girl coming with like more, you get me? So.
But that one girl was the one that you found, that you felt was the right match for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Did you feel like your family was supportive of you?
In prison?
In general, to be quite honest with you.
Before, no, but right now they are, yeah.
Yeah.
So you think they've learned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They learn to trust me, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've become a stronger family over the years.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it from me.
Anybody else in the audience? No?
No? Anyone?
Okay. Well, with that being said, my brother, I know it took a lot for you to come here today. You shared your story with us. We haven't had anybody come here and kind of give us a perspective from mental health. It's been like quite, it's been an education.
Okay.
It's been a lot to learn, so I probably appreciate you coming in and sharing with us today. I actually genuinely wish you all the success in the future that you need, all the support in the future that you need.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Cool.
Let's give Antonio a round of applause.